Where there's no hope in the future, there's no power in the present. Chapter 1, what happens when hope dies? Question, what happens to our lives when hope disappears? Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The Greek word for hope is elpizo, which means a confident expectation, not just wishful thinking. Let me tell you a story. There's a little town in Maine called Flagstaff. It was scheduled to be flooded by a new dam. When people found out their future was gone, they stopped repairing their homes. They gave up, and the town crumbled. The lesson, where there's no hope in the future, there's no power in the present. People are driven by hope, hope of marriage and a family, hope of graduating and stepping into the future, hope of landing that dream job or buying that first home. Bottom line, hope fuels motivation. Question, where can we find unshakable hope? God's promises give us something solid to hold on to. Hebrews 6:18 through 20 reminds us, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Romans 8:24 says, we were saved in this hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. In this video, I'll unpack 3 reasons why hope matters. Hope gives us something to talk about. Hope gives us something to work toward. Hope gives us a reason to hang on in there. Question, why does hope give us something to talk about? Think about it. People love talking about their plans, vacations, jobs, dreams, retirement. Christians, we should be talking about heaven. Jesus promised in Matthew 19:29 that those who sacrifice for his sake will receive 100-fold and inherit eternal life. He says in John 14:1-3, I'm going away to prepare a place for you. Paul shared his hope. He said in 2 Timothy 4:8, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. Paul is speaking of a future hope of being rewarded a heavenly crown. And in 1 Thessalonians 4:14-18, he says that we will one day be reunited with our loved ones who went before us. Hope gives us something to sing about, pray about, and celebrate. What keeps us moving when life feels like swimming in circles? Illustration, 2 frogs and 2 buckets of milk. One bucket was uncovered. That frog kept swimming until the milk churned into butter. He lived. The other frog, stuck under a lid, gave up and drowned. Why? Because he had no hope. This is why chaplains are always speaking hope to an inmate situation. He is giving the inmates a reason to believe they may one day regain their freedom. This gives the inmate something to work towards. Just like a dad works overtime as he anticipates the arrival of his new baby, that hope pushes him forward to meet those overtime hours with enthusiasm. And more than that, having hope for eternal life motivates us to live godly. Titus 1:1-2, hope of eternal life promised before time began. 1 Peter 1:13, set your hope fully on God's grace. 1 John 3:2-3, everyone with this hope purifies themselves. What gives us strength to endure when life hits hard? A wounded soldier clung to photos of his wife and kids. That hope gave him a reason to fight to live. Hope helps us push through war, pain, or heartbreak, raise kids with a future in mind, stick through tough marriages with the belief of better days ahead. Romans 5:3-5 says, tribulation builds patience, patience builds experience, and experience builds hope. And hope does not disappoint. With hope, you can handle almost anything life throws your way. So the question becomes, do you need some hope today? The answer is yes, because we all do. Because hope gives us something to talk about, something to work toward, a reason to hang on in there. So, do you have this hope in your life? This kind of hope is only found in Jesus Christ. Now, if you enjoy Bible subjects like this, check out my other videos at Let Us Break Bread Together. Okay, so now you know what to do by now. Smash that like button, jam that subscribe. We out.